Welcome back to the Buying Dominican Republic channel. I am your host, Jim Fannon. Today we're going to break down the Airbnb market in the Dominican Republic. First, we're going to start out with why you should do it, and then we're going to touch on some potential drawbacks that might be ahead of us. So first of all, the Dominican Republic obviously is a top Caribbean destination. It attracts millions of tourists annually, over 8 million in 2024. That's the most recent data, ensuring consistent demand for short-term rentals. The affordability of the property prices compared to other Caribbean nations in Punta Cana, Puerto Plata, Samana, it's relatively inexpensive with condos starting as low as around 100 USD, 100,000 USD. And in the background here, we have a walkthrough on one of my most recent videos. If we can get past the ads, yes, it's a monetized channel, although it doesn't provide all that much income. This is a 4K look at the Grand Vitana with Marcos, my host. He took us around, so and that's playing in the background just to give you some eye candy. Grand Vitana is in Playa Dorado Resort, a gated community. So you've got affordable prices, high rental yields. You can expect anywhere from 8 to 12% annual returns, and that's driven by high occupancy rates and some premium nightly rates, depending on exactly where you are. The Dominican Republic has favorable tax incentives as well. They offer tax exemptions for tourism-related investments, including property tax breaks for up to 15 years in certain zones. And you have to look at specific properties on whether or not they qualify for that. Dominican Republic definitely has a growing infrastructure. I love how people refer to the Dominican Republic as a third world country. Oh, where do you live? Dominican Republic is not a third world country. But the growing infrastructure, including airports, roads, resorts. There's a Punta Cana International Airport expansion. We've got a lot of action going on in Montecristi, a brand new power plant, and they say that Montecristi is set up to be the next Punta Cana on the North Shore, closer to the Haitian border. But a diverse guest market. The market appeals to North American, European, and Latin American tourists, and it provides a broad customer base for Airbnb rentals, and you also have year-round appeal. The tropical climate ensures no off-season. Well, there is an off-season. It's called summer. So from April to October here, you're going to see a drop-off, and your occupancy rate will plummet for sure. Now, from October to March, you've got almost 100% occupancy, depending on the property. But yeah, there is year-round appeal, but definitely an off-season. I'm using Grok to kind of fill in some of these benefits here. Lifestyle benefits. Ownership allows personal use of the property for vacations, combining investment with leisure in a vibrant, culturally rich destination. And we've got some emerging markets as well where you can still buy for a decent price, and they are rapidly gaining popularity. Las Terrenas comes to mind. Sosúa is always an option. That's where I'm at. Cabarete, Puerto Plata, and of course the south and east shores where you find higher prices and probably higher rental prices as well. You got flexible management options. Lots of property management companies down here, but if you're looking for a job or looking to build a business, that might be something that you would consider, along with being a realtor, quote unquote. The currency stability The Dominican peso is relatively stable, and the use of USD in tourist areas reduce financial risk of foreign investors. The Dominican government is very accommodating to foreign investment. You can move money down here very easily. You can buy property very easily. And if you buy a property, I think it's over $200,000 American USD, that will further your residency application if that's what you're looking to do. Cultural and natural attractions, proximity to beaches, golf courses, historical sites, and adventure activities. You get zip lining, whale watching, and scuba diving, all that kind of stuff is another reason to consider investing in the Dominican Republic as far as real estate goes. So I would also recommend to always conduct your due diligence on local regulations, property titles, and management costs, because when you look at the bottom, when you look at the top line, the gross income, it always looks very good. But then you take commissions and all your further expenses out of it. It's not as good as it looks at first sight. So those are some of the points of why you might consider an Airbnb for your next purchase in the Dominican Republic. And then today, we get news from tourism analyst Juan Llado mentioning the impact of the expansion of accommodations in the Dominican Republic. It says it's in a spillover effect in the local community that is greater than the case of foreign investment and foreign operated properties. Airbnb turns apartment units and homes into hotel accommodations, obviously, and these generate local buys. And the funds go into the bank account of not only local people, but also expats. In his article, he estimates that there are more than 125,000 Airbnb rooms in the market in the Dominican Republic, located all over the country. And this is more than the 90,000 hotel rooms that is usually mentioned by the government as a benchmark. Man, I got a lot of ads on my channel. Maybe I should just turn the monetization off. Llado warns that the overexpansion of the services could cause negative impacts as occurred in Spain, where these have been banned in many areas. I don't think that's going to happen here, but I would expect further taxation. The hotel lobby group is a powerful one, and they are looking to even the playing field a little bit because they pay taxes and they think that the Airbnb market should also have the equivalent taxes applied to them. Right now, you're good. Their Airbnb is not taxed right now, but like I said, the hotel lobby is a good one, is a very decently sized one. They've got some money, and they're lobbying the government to even the playing field by getting the taxes on Airbnb that they're paying right now. So Llado estimates that 25% of the local tourist arrivals are staying at Airbnbs in Santo Domingo, Punta Cana, Santiago, Puerto Plata, and Cabarete. He adds that 2 of the 3 Dominican expats who vacation here will stay at an Airbnb. So although it looks good now, and definitely it is a great opportunity if you're in North America. I don't know why you're sitting on your equity right now. Do you think your property is going to become any more valuable than it is right now? I don't know. The market is flat in most markets that I'm looking at, especially in Canada. And so it would be my suggestion to you that while you have high property values, maybe it's time to cash in some of that equity. And if you've got $100,000 or $150,000, you can buy yourself a nice little condo down here that will provide income for 6 months and also give you a place to run away to, relax, and watch your assessment growth as far as property values go. I'm Jim Fannon. I'm the host of this channel, Buying Dominican Republic. I live in Sosúa, and you can contact me anytime by text, by phone call, or the best way to get me is on WhatsApp, and you can reach me at 1-809-330-8926. That's 1-809-330-8926. Peace, love, hug your neighbor, and I am out.